Hello everyone, and welcome back to Arcade Spirits. If you're interested in watching from the beginning, I have a playlist. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, I have links in the description. Recap, basically learning what Max is. We're trying to promote our Funplex event, Funplex Rising. But let's see what kind of shenanigans we'll end up getting into instead. The sensory output here is overwhelming. People are shouting and laughing as they crowd areas. Music pumps out of several different booths, making it a weird mashup of notes and chiptunes. There's even a giant dinosaur that people can take selfies with. As I contemplate how I'm going to attract all these people to Funplex Rising, I hear sounds of very loud and very upbeat music from behind me. I feel the bumping of the bass reverberating through my shoes, and I turn around. Antonio! Teo! Teo sets down a colossal boombox at his feet. I recognize the music now. It's from Showtime stage. And Teo is bumping his signature song. I motion for him to turn on the music, and he complies. The last thing I need to do is lose my voice from shouting before I even have the chance to talk to anybody. Hey. Sorry I'm late. I had some last-minute dance moves I had to incorporate into the routine. No worries. I just got here myself. Despite Max's many attempts to trample me, I have survived thus far. Yeah, it looks like you are significantly Yeah, it looks like you're significantly non-trampled. Nicely done. Although if you were injured, I could always nurse you back to health. Don't congratulate me yet. We still have the rest of the day to endure. What's with the boombox, by the way? Oh, this is for a Showtime stage gathering. There are going to be a couple hundred of us from all over the world. I didn't realize that there's Showtime stage communities in other countries.
Absolutely.
We're actually the second biggest community. The largest is in Japan. Several players flew all the way from Tokyo just to be part of our Showtime stage flash mob. Is that really the best place for a Is this really the best place for a flash mob? Or what? Yes, I want to join. Or how did you even arrange this? What? Yes, I want to join. I admit I've probably spent too much time watching videos of flash mobs doing random stuff for upvotes, but they look like so much fun. And to take everyone by surprise like that, I want to see the looks on their faces. I want in. Antonio, it might be a little too late for that. I've been planning this for months, and it's taken coordination from all the leaders of all the Showtime's groups. There were a lot of people from all sides to make this come together. Now all that's left is to actually do it. In fact, Antonio, you should come watch it. I want to watch. I was about to respond when a very elegantly dressed gentleman caught my eye. He wore a black proper tailcoat with an ornate sigil pinned to his breast. Accompanying his suit, he had fashioned himself with white regal gloves. With a cloth draped over his arm, he held tightly onto an antique tea kettle. As he approached, the crowd parted like waves for Moses. There were oohs and ahs from onlookers, and people pulled out their phones to get a quick picture of him. Like the rest of the crowd, I was taken aback at how immaculate this butler was. Absolute perfection. I felt like I had time warped back to the 1900s and about to have tea with royalty. He stepped up to me and Teo and gave us a slight bow. Normally, this would be ridiculously out of place, but not at an arcade convention. He's a character from a heart-fighting game called Melee Maids. Oh god, I can't read. It's all about ninja maids and battle butlers duking it out for the right to serve a fancy party or something. Oh my, I think I'm in love, or tea, Earl Grey, hot, or something familiar is about this butler. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh my, I think I'm in love. My love for butlers was unbeknownst to me until this very moment. In retrospect, that's probably a good thing. Otherwise, maybe I would have ended up owning a butler cafe. Which, now that I think about it, isn't a bad of an idea. But I digress. The point being, this butler has stolen my heart and served it up on a silver platter. Hello, butler friend. Hello, butler friend. Will you marry me? Please? Antonio, it's me. Huh? How does Mystery Butler know my name? Do I have a stalker who is also a butler? What if we work together? Did Francine hire someone and not tell me about it? How long have Gavin, Naomi, and Ashley? Took you long enough, jeez. The confused look on your face. Priceless. Have you never seen Ashley crossplay before? Possibly? Probably not. What's crossplay? It's when you cosplay as another gender. Oh, okay. Ashley, seriously, you look completely different. I didn't even recognize you. I'm sorry I didn't think otherwise for a minute, but it was all in good fun. No worries, it's pretty impressive work. Oh, it's not impressive at all. I mean, I could have done a much better job at sewing the coattails. I need to be like 5 inches taller, and I didn't go to the gym enough before this. Can't change any of that now, and honestly, it looks fine. Regardless, the cosplay parade is starting soon, and I need to get over there. You should come with me. Hey now, Antonio was going with me to the Showtime stage gathering. Well, whatever Antonio wants to do, it's his choice. That's fair. Either way, it'd be a good opportunity to promote Funplex Rising to one crowd or another. So, would you like to come with me to the cosplay parade? Or join me in the flash mob? I never actually seen the flash mob one. Flash mob.
Hell yeah!
Yes, let's go! Teo led the way as we navigated around clusters in the crowd, his boombox carried at his side. There was zigging and zagging through hallways, people, and booths. Every step I took, I was more bewildered with the whole event. The more I felt very, very small in an entire ocean of arcade fans. How was I supposed to inform all these people about Funplex Rising? There's literally no way to get the word out to thousands of gamers. It was going to take a gaming miracle. Or at least not a complete and utter failure. Heck, I'd even settle for not getting trampled and having maybe like 10 people show up. Set your expectations low, so when something happens, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Another family motto. But that's not what I'm about anymore. I'm trying to break the mold, right? And here we are, my friend. When our race through the maze ended, we were standing in an atrium of sorts. Glass ceilings and walls covered half of the space, letting in a ton of natural light. It was a welcome shock to the system. Working in the arcade business, you rarely have access to windows, and the convention center for Max was no different. It's all simple psychology, really. No windows equals no sense of time for people, meaning they spend way more time and money in arcade because they lose track of it all. At least that's what Gavin taught me. And I'm pretty sure he knows his science on arcade and the people in them. The atrium is pretty secluded from the rest of the convention. It's quieter from all the hustle and bustle of the main hall. The people are more dispersed here, since this location also holds the food court. People are slurping down fruit smoothies and munching on fries, while enjoying a break from the craziness that is Max. And don't get me wrong, there are still games out here, just significantly less. And all the games here are dancing games. There are a few stages set up around the space and people are dancing to their heart's content. A few classics like DDR and Itchy? I never heard of that. With Showtime stage highlighted in the center.
Hey, pretty great spot, isn't it?
Yeah, I really can't do his tonal voice. Hard. I can see why you chose this place. It's Dance Central. Well, not Dance Central by Harmonix, just, Dance Central. And I think it's an only place big enough for your flash mob.
Hey, keep it quiet.
Sorry.
Flash mobs are supposed to be all secret and stuff until it all goes down.
My lips are mum from here on out. Sealed, I mean.
Good. I can't have you ruining the surprise.
Sorry.
But in all seriousness, I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me.
Stop.
Cheering me on and just being your amazing self.
I'll stop.
I'm honored to call you my friend.
Aw, Teo, of course, you're a dear and special friend to me. Speaking of being friends, Want to help me get the word out about Funplex Rising? I was hoping you'd volunteer.
For you? I got you. But it'll have to wait until after the flash mob. We should be starting any minute now.
Okay, where do I stand so I am safe? I'm just waiting for my leads to show up. As I stand next to Teo, I note several familiar faces from the Funplex. It looks like most of the Showtime stage regulars show up to support Teo. Most of them are chatting amongst themselves and some playing the various dancing games while others are waiting for Teo's signal. Speaking of the Dancing King himself, Teo looks like a sheepdog that's lost his herd. He's watching the crowd frantically for his friends, and he's mumbling to himself under his breath. He normally has such a calm and collected air about him. This is completely unlike him. Teo, what's up?
Well,
Oh, you know, just worrying about everything collapsing from underneath me. This whole thing won't work unless I have all the group leaders. And right now it's just me and my sister. Sister? You never mentioned you had a sister before. Well, you don't talk about... family much, so I felt it would be impolite to bring it up. Touché. Your sister is one of the dance leaders?
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Honestly, she's probably a better dancer than I am. She taught me everything I know about dancing, from the jazz test to the moonwalk. When I was a kid, I would watch her dance recitals and be in complete awe. Every turn, step, and movement done was with absolute elegance. I can't even come close to comparing to my sister. I'm awful. Hold up just a minute. Minute. Is that a minute? He rolls his eyes and lets out an exasperated sigh at my cool dancing pun. I don't get it, so I'm sorry. You're way more talented than all others that dance at the Funplex. That's why they chose you as their leader. They look up to you so much for more than teaching new dogs old tricks. You're kind, Antonio. What they don't understand is that Showtime stage is completely different than traditional dance. You lost me, like, we are walking along the same point there, but then I spotted a candy store and ran off. That's how lost I am. With Showtime stage, you're forced to move within a finite box. Can't glide across the dance floor or jump as high as you want in a grand dude? Oh my god, all this. Oh no. While it looks very similar, it's restrictive. Dance is all about freedom of expression, and you don't have that much in Showtime stage. While I'm not the best dancer, I am good at one thing. What's that? Games.
Exactly.
Games with dancing elements in them, to be exact. Funny enough, my sister doesn't even play dancing games. She's terrible at them, in fact. But she helped me figure this whole flash mob out, and it doesn't work, I'm going to be mortified. How bad will it look if 300 people are all prancing around out of sync? Teo holds his hands up to his face in horror, much like the Scream painting. When I look at his hands, I can see them shaking. He's doing his best to keep together, but if I don't find a way to calm him down, he's going to break. Hug. Teo! Start dancing or talk. You know, fucking hugs. Hugs me, hug me. Is it okay? Whatever. Nothing makes me feel more at ease than a hug. Just being comforted is enough to make all my worries melt away. Maybe that's what Teo needs. Do you need a hug? Can I give you a hug? Yes, please. I thought you'd never ask. I open my arms and give Teo a friendly hug. I can feel his whole body relax and he lets out a big long sigh. If this is all it takes, I should be worried more often to get more of those Antonio hugs. Teo looks way more relaxed now. He's laughing and smiling like he normally does.
Thank you.
Thanks, I'm so ready for this now. Oh, Antonio, can you excuse me for a minute? I see my peeps. I nod and he dashes off towards a group of people. They're all huddled together, and when Teo approaches, they all give him hugs and high fives. Everyone is in great spirits as they're getting ready for the big moment. Teo grabs his boombox from where he left it earlier and makes his way up to the main stage. As soon as his foot touches the platform, the Funplex crew who has commandeered Showtime stage quickly springs into action. One of them runs behind the Showtime stage cabinet and unplugs it from the wall. The bouncy Europop that was playing it is replaced with dead silence. A collective gasp comes from the atrium. The other crew member pulls out a microphone from the nearby pack and hands it to Teo. He plugs the cord into the back of his boombox and brings it close to his mouth. Max, are you ready for me to rock your body? Ah, there's so many people. There are cheers from the crowd, as all the dancers are ready to get on with the flash mob. The delight of the crowd is feeding Teo's energy, and he's gulping it up. Don't turn away, not even for a second. Teo's looking directly at me and blows a kiss my way. Oh, he stole my heart! Watch me now! Teo begins with a snap and everyone falls into place. As Teo moves his body, everyone in the audience starts to mimic him. Slowly more people join in, groups of people after a group of people. Soon the entire room is dancing, moving together like a school of fish. But way more upbeat and not getting eaten by sharks. The music pumps into the atrium and everyone is feeling it. Teo leads the flash mob from the stage and he's putting his entire spirit in. He's smiling from ear to ear as he hits every beat with utter precision. The congoers who aren't participating in the flash mob have pulled all of their phones and are recording the whole thing. Gamers are exchanging gossip and taking pictures. I'm sure I'll be reading all about this all over the social media. Actually, I should record this to a file so Ashley can post it later on our face wall. I pull out my phone like everyone else and snap a few pics and video clips. The flash mob itself didn't last more than a few minutes. And as a dramatic end, Teo jumps off the stage and into the crowd. The people immediately part for Teo as he strolls deeper into the middle of the masses. The same Funplex crew that helped earlier are following Teo with his boombox. Once Teo makes it to the center of the crowd, he motions for his friends to put it down. Once again, he brings the mic up. Well, did you like it? Once again, cheers erupt from the throng of dancers. Teo claps along with all the bystanders.
Thank you.
Thank you. Max, you are too sweet. You know, I couldn't have done this whole thing without the help of my friend Antonio. More clapping and shouting, only this time it's... for me? He gave me encouragement when I needed it most. Antonio, why don't you come here for a minute? Me? I point to myself. No, the other Antonio standing behind you. Get your buns over here. I feel a couple people lightly push me towards Teo. Oh, look at us! Hesitantly, I made my way over to him. Thank goodness we're tall. It is weird to be surrounded by that many people, but being next to Teo made me feel comfortable about the whole situation. It's good to have backup. Everyone give it up for Antonio. More happy people cheer for me. Now, I really want you all to listen to him, like, really listen. It's an important announcement. Teo hands me the mic and leans in next to me, whispering in my ear. You wanted help with the Funplex Rising, right? Well, you've got the floor. Go ahead and tell everyone about it. Looking out at the masses, my chest feels tight and I could feel a bead of sweat run down my back. Teo smiled at me earnestly, waiting for me to speak to everyone. This was it, wasn't it? This is what I had been asking for, to go out and do something for myself. I couldn't back down now. I had to do this for myself. I was going to prove to myself that I am not a duplication of my family. I can break the mold, huh? I take a deep breath and muster every ounce of confidence I could find hidden within. I took the mic in my hand, blinked once, and began to speak. How's everyone enjoying their Max? A good amount of people wooing and cheering came from those around me. Step 1, always get the audience on your side. What about that flash mob though? Fantastic, right? I know y'all are having a great time, and why let it end after today? Next weekend, Francine's Arcade Funplex at the Twin Pines Mall is going to be putting on a special event, and it's going to be one hell of a time. It's called Funplex Rising, and we need your help to make it all good, if not better than Max. Teo leans in to play the part of my co-MC.
Sure.
You had me at special event. Tell me more. The Funplex is a growing and humble arcade, but packed with different games around and the best gamers around. It's our first big event, and we need your help to make it rock. We're having a Fist of Discomfort tournament, an exhibition event to break the world record high score of Moopy's Magical Maze. High score competitions on every game in the arcade all day long, and we'll be revealing a brand new mystery game, a rarity you won't believe. And that's not all, right, Antonio? Nope, Showtime Stage is a huge part of the Funplex, and we owe Teo our thanks to that. As you know, he cultivated this community to what it is today. To celebrate that, we want to offer the exclusive event to all you dancers out there. The special dancing event at Funplex Rising will be... drumroll please. Teo starts slapping his hands on his thighs to imitate a drum. A Showtime Stage tournament, free play for the entire event, a live DJ, fucking a Showtime Stage tournament. We can't just have one tournament at Funplex Rising. I know how competitive those dancers get. We can do an official side tournament and have a cash prize with all the buy-in money. Gavin probably won't mind. It's perfect. We can't let all those fighting gamers get all the fun tournaments, can we? At Funplex Rising, we're going to have our very own Showtime Stage tournament. With prizes! Another roar from everyone in the atrium. It's so loud that I swear the windows shook. Fantastic. Everything you said sounds just amazing. I know I'll be there. Wonderful, and I hope to see all your faces out there next weekend. I point to as many people around me as I can. There are several more shouts, and then naturally the crowd starts to disperse. As Terry and I were cleaning up after the flash mob, my phone in my pocket starts going off. At first it's just a couple vibrations, but before I could realize what was happening, my phone starts seizing. What the? I pulled my phone from my pocket. When I looked at it, the Funplex face wall had over 1,000 likes. No, really, what? The hell?
Beep, beep.
Can I interrupt? I might have borrowed the pictures and video clips you snapped earlier and applied the proper hashtags and links to the Funplex social media accounts. I was going to let Ashley handle that. Don't worry, I ran it by her first. She's busy with her cosplay parade and asked me to strike while the hype iron was hot.
Good work.
Since the content went live, activity at the Funplex face wall has increased 700%. The buzz around Funplex Rising is off the scale. God, I can't read. Note to self, invest in new scale. I quickly scanned my own face wall, and even people I know who weren't arcaders are talking up a storm about it. I also heard people around me discussing it. I can't wait until next weekend. The Funplex Rising thing sounds like a blast. I am totally going to that Funplex place. What's this mystery game they mentioned? It was great to hear all the buzz around the atrium, and Iris really helped the social media aspect. Can't believe it was that easy. Sometimes that's all it takes. That was great fun, but I'm totally exhausted. Me too. But you didn't dance. Hey, I faced my fears in front of several hundred people. If that's not exhausting, then I don't know what is. Plus, I'm hungry. We could always go over to one of the food vendors and pay $12 for overly salted french fries. Well, there goes my appetite. You know, Gavin and Naomi are running a pop-up arcade for the Funplex, along with other local arcades in Hall B. I always pop by there for a breather with some friends. How about I meet you there later? I need to debrief with the other leaders first. Sounds good. Be seeing you! I wave bye to Teo as I make my way across Exhibit Hall B on the outlook for Gavin's serious face, or Naomi's kind one. Okay, we're gonna end it a little earlier than usual this time. Thank you for joining me. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links in the description. If you want to start from the beginning of the LP because you just jumped right in, I have a playlist. I'll see you in the next video, and if you don't want to miss it, subscribe. Leave a like if you liked. And thank you to my patrons. If you're interested in becoming a patron, helping me out here and there, you could cancel anytime, you could change your pledge anytime. Link in the description. Bye-bye!